don't take advice, especially from relatives. The excellent grades in my report card, my return home, and 3 months of long-awaited rest lifted my spirits. The house smelled pleasantly of freshly baked goods. My mother was fussing in the kitchen. My father was carefully mowing the lawn. A feeling of warmth and coziness was in the air. After dinner with my parents, I went with my friends to a nightclub. With a smile, after promising my father to be not later than 12, I escaped my parents' hyper-guardianship. At the nightclub, I met him. He turned out to be an acquaintance of our mutual friends. Although in a provincial town everyone knows each other in absentia, the piercing, commanding gaze of his black eyes stared straight into my heart. It was love at first sight. It's not for nothing they say, good girls love bad guys. The catcher, the brood, the son of a powerful businessman who knew no denial of anything. His sense of permissiveness and impunity allow him to humiliate the weak and create the illusion of impotence. For me, accustomed to living by my father's law, black is black and white is white, he was a breath of fresh air. The romance began beautifully. Courtship, flowers, night walks. My mother supported me, telling me the marriage to a wealthy man of mutual love was my lucky lottery ticket. He became my first man. Nothing could cloud my happiness. I was dreaming about the wedding, how my father would lead down the aisle, how we would name our son. Autumn was approaching, but the proposal to be his wife has not been. He began to distance himself. He didn't come every day anymore, like thunder from a clear sky. The news that he had seen was another. With enough pride, I decided to blot him out of my head, but fate decided otherwise. 2 lines on the pregnancy test brought me back to reality. With the words, "He'll be ours now, he just has to get married," my mother began to prepare me to announce the news to my intended husband. To think that she was giving her daughter to a man who betrayed her. She did not want to. The main thing is the financial well-being. Like a blind kitten, she did everything as her mother would say. That it was strictly forbidden to talk. And I waited for the marriage proposal, but it never came. My baby was groaning inside me, but another blow awaited me. He would not marry me, but the other one. My mother decided everything for me, convinced that with a child around my neck, there was no prosperity. I got rid of him. For her, it was like another phase in life, which had to be passed, and then everything would be fine again. But the pain wouldn't go away. He soon had a baby, about the same time ours was due. The realization that I had done something wrong kept me awake. A year went by. The feeling of emptiness dulled. But a call from my mother knocked me out. Crying, failing, she told me that my father had a young mistress who was expecting a child, and he was leaving us. I had always had a trusting relationship with my father. Intelligent, stern, charismatic, athletic. an ideal man. And the betrayal, there was only one thought running through my head. My mother turned me against him. Let him choose either us or a new passion. The conversation with Daddy didn't go well. I didn't want to hear that there were no feeling between him and Mom for a long time, and that they had been sleeping in separate rooms for 10 years. After declaring war on my father, choosing me as her weapon, she started to fight. And again, the feeling that I had chosen the wrong path did not leave me. Having said in my heart that I didn't have a father now, we began to spoil his life. All sorts of lawsuits, complaints to the authorities, and gossiping were our doing. My mother was jawline. For 9 years, we had been sabotaging him. During this time, he had 2 children. He was happy, and I, on my mother's suggestion that he was a scum, lost my father forever. Only now I realize that she was a narcissist. She didn't want my father or me. It just made her feel comfortable. By putting her own selfish goals first, she ruined my life. Of course, she tried to find me a husband once again. She chose the son of a government official younger than me. She loved him dearly. Daily indoctrination that I was almost 30 years old and I was not married did their work. We began to live in a civil marriage. I never had a formal proposal to become his wife. I didn't have strong feelings for him. My desire to start a family and become my mother made me obsessed. But my sin of 10 years age came back to haunt me. Infertility, the diagnosis sounded like a verdict. The ground fell under my feet. I couldn't blame my mother for the wrong advice, though I knew with every fiber of my being that it was her fault. I had to show my character and defend the right to a child, the right to communicate with my father. But I was a weak-willed person, adrift. I'm 35 years old. I have no family, no kids, only a mother who is a counselor. There is no hope for a happy family life. As it turns out now, for a long time, she, so proper, had a lover my father knew and tolerated. She married Daddy not for love, but because she was pregnant with me. The illusion of family that had been created crumbled the moment he left her for someone else. But my mother was no in hurry to enjoy her freedom. I still can understand her. She got everything she had wanted for a long time. A divorce? So why didn't she build a personal life, but instead sabotage her father? Why did she provoke a scandal between me and my father? I listened to advice, the closest, dearest person to me, and I was left with a broken throat. It came too late to realize I had done the wrong thing. It is impossible to turn back time. It is not for nothing that they say, all advice to the mind is good.